Hi, this is Tyler Woods. You're listening to KMKR LP 99.9 FM Tucson. And guess what? That's right. Welcome to Music Matters. Hi, this is Tyler Woods, and you're listening to KMKR LP 99.9 FM Tucson. And guess what? Music matters. And because music matters, I am sitting here with Joann and Monte, and we've already interviewed you once, right?
That's right. That's
a couple
right.
years ago.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, actually. But we're doing it this time because
we're doing an album release concert and we're very excited about it. The album actually re-released
last December
in the middle of the pandemic, and we were never able to do any performance around it because of the pandemic. So
right. So this will be the post-pandemic pre-album concert.
Concert.
Yeah.
Albums are like babies to us, that's our 10th baby. And, to have a baby and not take it out and share it with all your friends, it was just so anticlimactic,
It really was. Yeah, it is. A lot of people had CDs that they had to release during the pandemic, and they did it either virtually or whatever. So I'm glad that you are saving it for a better time. Speaking of the pandemic, how did you guys weather it so far?
I would say pretty darn well, actually. We,
because of recording the album, we were recording that whole year.
Yeah. The only hard part about it was not being able to take advantage of having other musicians on the actual album with us.
Right.
We have a home studio and it's not very big. And so, we weren't comfortable having somebody come in and really people weren't, a couple of people that we talked to weren't comfortable coming in to record it, and so that was really the hardest part about it, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The album kept us busy. I think it was our salvation. Yeah. And being able, living in Tucson, being able to get out, get out walking and.
Oh God, you had to.
Yeah.
I was living my life virtually on Zoom with all my clients and everything, and I was pretty zoomed out,
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. Although really grateful for it at the same time, truly grateful that technology was available to us.
Oh yeah.
So that we could have that opportunity to look people in the eye, even if we couldn't hug them.
I was never more grateful. You're going to hear a beep. There you go. I was never more grateful for a tool in my life than I was for Zoom. I signed up for it so I could be on it 8-10 hours a day. So it was great.
Well, and same thing with, we started out by recording a song a day. Each morning, we'd have our coffee and then we'd come down to the studio and we would record some kind of song that we would share, on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. I recall.
It was really, really fun to do. In fact, when it was number 47, after 47 days, we said, all right, that's enough for now. We'll focus on the album.
Which drove our OCD friends crazy. They said, couldn't you have at least gone to 50?
Or 45? Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, I sat behind the screen you see there on a stool doing my, okay, this is Dr. Wood saying, don't panic, we're going to get through this, blah, 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 blah. And here's what we need to remember. And it was just like, did you write the CD during the pandemic or just record it?
I don't think any of the songs were written during.
Yes. What happened was we had written every one of them. Every one of them already been written. But when we took it into the studio, and the nature of having your own studio, no timeline at all, and ending up playing all the instruments ourselves, some of them kind of got a little bit rewritten in some ways. True. I mean, because now for the album release concert, we're having to learn how we did them, of course.
I know, isn't that funny when you work in a studio and the studio gives you these privileges, of reworking some stuff, and then you go to take it live and you're like,
How we gonna,
how did I play that? And did I play that?
Yeah. That with not performing for over 2 years.
I know.
No,
Yeah, we haven't been out. I mean, our bands are practicing, but we're not playing out quite yet. So
either way.
and it makes a difference. It really does make a difference, it's good to rehearse, obviously, really good to rehearse, but boy, nothing like it. I mean, that's why we do this, right? To share that music, to, hopefully see people's reactions that, that they're enjoying it and that you're touching them. I truly love that.
hey, speaking of, let's go touch somebody with one of your songs. You sent me 3. Which one would you like to play?
How about Rub?
Rub will be number 1. Okay. So you guys, I'm gonna head off and let the song play itself. It's called Rub, and if you give it a listen to it, I would appreciate it. This is Joann and Monte doing Rubbed, and we'll be right back.
Something about you that makes me crazy.
Yeah, there's something about you that drives me insane.
There's something about that voodoo that you do to me. I got to say you just rub me the right. Got to say you just rub me the right way. Your eyes, they hypnotize.
And that smile, it makes me all tingle inside.
There's something about that
voodoo
that
you do
to me. I got to say you just rub me the right way. I got to say you just rub me the right way. I want to be near you every day.
Yeah, and I can't stand to be away from you. There's
Something about that voodoo that you do to me. I got to say you just rub me the right way. I got to say you just rub me the right way. You just rub me the right way, baby. You just rub me the right way. You just rub me.
That's great. I really like that song. I was honored to listen to it right before I interviewed you. Gosh, Monte, you just got this biggest grin on your face.
Tyler, you're a nut, that's why.
If
Uh,
you knows what goes on behind the screen.
You don't know what goes on behind these interviews, you guys, and that's the fun of these. That's why, I have days where I work 10-hour days and I'm like, I don't know if I got time for this. And then I have so much fun doing these interviews that it's just a delight. So I was telling you guys earlier on our pre-talk before we put the recorders on, that I stumbled upon on YouTube a Joann and Monte video. And had I not read the title, I would not have recognized you two. It was from 1982. I'm going to repeat that, people. 1982. If you all don't know yet, we're almost in 2022. So this was what, 40 years ago? And Monte, you look like a child. You look like, and I felt like somebody any moment was going to break out in the love boat. The fashion and everything was just so incredible. How old were you there, Monte?
Well, let's see, in 1982, I would have
14?
Did look
30. 30.
You were 30 there? Oh my God. So you're 70?
I'm 69, yes.
Oh my God. You guys, if you could see this, and I'll make sure to put a picture up at some point before the show airs. You guys are the furthest thing from being in your 70s. So, and Joann, I would like to say happy birthday to you. And I want KMKR listeners to know that Joann celebrated a birthday. And you actually, I saw your pictures. You were with my bandmate, Greg, and this wonderful woman. I love those two. It's an honor to play with Greg. So you guys have been at this for how long then? Tell us that.
Since 1976. So
Oh, that was the year I graduated.
Mhm.
Yep,
That's when we got together.
yep.
Yeah.
And that's
And
when
You've been together, married since 1976?
Well, we didn't get legally married until 1984.
we
Mhm.
married our 8th anniversary because we were going to get a microwave out of it if it was going to be legal from then on.
Oh, right. Yeah. Did you get it was a toaster oven, wasn't it?
Toaster oven, that's
Yeah,
right.
let's get it right, Monte, okay?
Yeah,
Or maybe it's microwave for straight people and toaster ovens for gay people. I don't know.
I think it was toaster oven. That was really what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get your toaster oven?
Did we get one?
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope.
Oh, well.
On a microwave and a toaster oven. You didn't get either one.
Here, I'll get you an air fryer. So you have a long history here. I mean, and your history is incredibly long. And when I interviewed you guys the first time, what I was really amazed by, and I mean, I was just blown away with this interview that I did with you. I would say your interview was one of my top 5 favorites. And I've done a lot. And the reason it was so incredibly interesting and everybody else turn off everything around you to listen to this part is these are 2 people that managed to make a living, a total living doing their art. And you guys spoke a little bit about that. And I would love to hear a little bit more because you own a house, you travel, you do everything, and you've done it just by being musicians. And I believe that's every musician's dream. And you guys do something a little different than what a lot of musicians do. And that is you go to work daily. You told me that you get up, you get dressed, and you go to your studio daily as if.
That is correct. Yeah. And we used to do that with songwriting. We don't do that as much now.
Because we just write constantly.
But certainly while we were working on our craft, it was, even when we lived in Los Angeles and we had jobs in a recording studio, we were getting up at 5:30 in the morning so that we could take 2 hours before we went to work to spend time on our writing, to spend time on the craft of songwriting.
Well, and
So-
we also diversified a little bit in as much as we were very fortunate to be in Alaska, and we wrote a lot of songs about Alaska, needless to say, very inspirational. And we got approached from one of the major cruise lines to travel around when they do their consumer shows all over the country in Canada and do our Alaska songs and talk about Alaska. So we did that for years, and that was a huge bread and butter for us. So it would help us, you know, to do concerts and performances, and give us a significant income for
Mhm.
quite a few years on and on.
And then you came to Tucson.
Well, we came here to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, because truly, sadly, Tucson has got great music, and I love the ability to play music here in so many clubs, but it's not a place where you can just make a full-time living at, unless you're like Heather Hardy or somebody who does it 7 days a week.
Right.
You know, so,
Or,
Yeah, I don't know how.
TD Rodstad, I think he's doing it, he and Liz.
And I'm sure they do road trips too.
Yeah.
Like Eric Schaefer.
yeah. Yeah, all these people, we have a handful of people, but you guys really hit it on the head when you said that. You acted as if it was your full-time job.
Yes.
And I think so many musicians don't do that. So good on you. And are you grateful that you did that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you know, there's so much available now to musicians and singers, songwriters online that, you know, is all about the business, how to do the business, how to do the art. You know, it's all put together now, all the things that Monte and I learned
Sometimes
on the
hard
job
way, yeah.
training, you know. I know a friend of ours that did the same thing we did. She's teaching classes now about touring, and yeah, so now it's, you know, now it's available, but it was not available in the 70s and 80s. You know, we were writing that book as we went along, but like say, we treated it like a business, and because we had business background,
And
it helped.
my dad, who was also a musician, said when I was very young, he said, you always have to remember it is show biz, not show art. You know, if you're going to be in this, you have to be in the business of entertaining, the business of music, you know, part of which is really honing the music itself so that when you stand on stage, you're not thinking, you don't have to, you know, be anything but there and present for the people. That's why you rehearse so hard, right? You know that, you know, so that it becomes motor function. So, you know, the chords that you're going to, the note you're going to hit with your voice. You're not thinking about those things because you rehearsed. So that's part of the business, but also
you certainly divide your day between, okay, now, how many phone calls do I make today?
Yeah.
You know, what's my promotional kit look like?
if you're
You
going to
know,
make
who do
a
I need to
sale,
reach to?
just like anything else, you have to make X number of phone calls to make a sale, and that is a gig, right? And that's what you're saying.
You know, and it really is, because as a businesswoman myself, or my private practice, I always tell people it can be hard because I have to dedicate so much time a day to put up my blog, to do my shower thoughts, because that is one of my ways of getting people to pay attention and listen to me, to make phone calls, to set up speaking engagements, to get myself out there. And it's, you know, I mean, I work full-time, but that's a full-time job too. It's just getting yourself out there. And people always say, well, I tried. It's like, really? Great. Tell me what you did.
Yep.
Waiting,
And you can,
waiting.
Could I see your logo? Could I
Yeah.
see, you know, those kinds of things, you know, and yeah, more often than not.
and you can do it in baby steps. And it can be overwhelming, but you can do it in baby steps.
Well,
Just
and you have to,
absolutely.
because the slower you go, the faster you grow. The slower you go, the faster you grow. And baby steps are important because, like, so each day is like an art piece. You chisel away at something, whether it's your advertisement, your logo. I just spent all last week rebranding. And
Oh,
it's like, guy, rebranding after 25 years in business, it's a big deal. And some people wouldn't even think about, well, do you have to advertise rebranding? Yes. So you guys are masters at it. And you know, you guys deserve your retirement.
Well,
Thank
thank you.
you.
You know, I was going to tell you, well, I guess now it's been about 4 years ago, but we were very close to retirement, and we decided to spend almost $300 on taking a rebranding class online. And both of us, when we went through it, we both went, we are so glad we did this, because you're never too old to learn. And there were some really good ideas in there and things we had never thought of.
Mhm.
So, I mean, $300 isn't a lot of money, but it's also not, you know, we never made enough that we could, you know, throw that away.
Yeah, we spent
We
over
did throw it away on some things, but not that we made enough to do
we
it.
spent over $3,000 on an up-to-date video because you know, you have to have that, you know, we had to have a presence online. You know, then we ended up, COVID happened, and we
Just like so many other
we
people.
kind of liked the retirement and said, you know what? We like this retirement. We're gonna make this happen and do music just part-time.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, and I think, I mean, I do music. I play in a couple bands, so I do music on like a kind of a quarter time basis, but I practice weekly with each band. And so it's just a pleasure. And for me, I do it not to make my living because I have a job, but for pleasure. And that I like it when it's pleasurable. Speaking of simple little pleasures, let's go to another song, guys.
Okay.
Let's see, what else did we send? Stay.
I got Man the Call or something, and Happy Song.
Hear the call. Hear the call of love.
Hear the call, hear the call, man the call, man the call. Hello.
Hello, we're here.
The
You
call-
need us.
Call center.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I offer you a car warranty? Okay, no. So you want Hear the Call?
Hear the call, sure.
Okay, hear
It's
the
a good song.
the call. I liked it. Okay, so this is Tyler Woods. I'm sitting here with Monte and Joann of Monte and Joann, and they're getting ready to have a CD release. And so we're going to listen to one of those songs called Hear the Call, and I'll be right back.
May you always stay afloat. May you sing each other's notes. And when you stumble and fall, oh, may you hear the call. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. And may you buy each other roses. May you heed the words of Moses. May you pick each other up. May you fill each other's cup. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. May you never go crazy at the same time, and may you honor each other when you do. And when all of a sudden you don't like each other, think back to saying I do. May you rather have peace than having to be right. And may you try a little harder, cause you know that's what's right. And may you hurdle over the boulders that life will surely hold. May you be each other's shelter through the rain, the wind, and cold. May you hold each other tightly when the tears begin to fall. May you split your sides laughing, cause life's a ball, y'all. Life's a ball, y'all. Yeah, remember to say I'm sorry, and maybe you're right. And remember, nothing's that important when you start one of them big fights. And remember not to take it too seriously when things are going wrong. And remember, happiness is a state of mind. And remember to sing this song. Sing it. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Yeah, yeah. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear the call of love, yeah, hear the call of love. Hear it, hear it.
Okay, that was a great song. Hear the call. What inspires you to write?
Life,
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
you
So
never know.
what is some of your, I have a favorite song by you guys. An absolute favorite, which gets played on KMKR often, and it's called Changes. That's probably my favorite song. Yeah.
Oh,
That's true.
doing that at the concert.
You are?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really an incredible heartfelt song. And I think for me, it's good for the times because we are going through so many changes, but I take it in that direction. But tell me about some of your favorite things you've done and some of the favorite things you haven't done in collaborating as a husband and wife team with being quite a successful career.
I guess I would say I would have liked to have toured a little bit more at the concert level. When we were getting to the concert level, I would have liked to have done that a little bit more. Not that it had to be a concert room, but listening rooms. Monty and I do a show, of our songs. We play around, we have a good time. We do our best in listening rooms. It's just the nature of what we do and who we are. We're performing artists, and that's what we've honed, and we're very good at that, as well as being a singer-songwriters. Other than that, I would have liked to tour internationally a little bit more, maybe. But we've got an opportunity coming up from a fan from 1993, saw us in Alaska. Huge fan. He's reconnected. I remember vaguely meeting him at the show. He wants us to come to New York and do a show. So now, out of nowhere, look what's happening. Looks like we might be going to New York to do a show. He wants to set it up in a Greenwich Village venue or possibly a home concert. Home concerts are great also when you do what we do. I love home concerts.
Right,
I don't
nice.
know about, now what's your answer to that question?
Well, I'm not sure. Some of our favorite things that we did do were some big concerts. We opened for Little River Band for 6,000 or 7,000 people. That was really nice. And our live, I can't remember if it was our 6th or 5th album. We did a live album called Heart to Heart. And it was we did a concert in Anchorage and then a concert up in Fairbanks. And those 2 concerts, we were as well rehearsed as we've ever been. And they were so much fun that we just didn't want them to end.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's excellent. That's great. What's on the venue now for you? You're going to retire, but work part-time. What does that mean?
Well, we're actually really excited about that because we're putting together a 4-piece band. My older brother has moved down from Alaska. He is also a wonderful guitar player, singer, and bass player. So he's going to play bass for us. And then another Alaskan friend that we worked with 40 years ago, Gary Westcott, is here in Tucson as well, and he's going to play guitar and sing. But the plan is we're going to do some really different material, some 40s, like the Andrews Sisters. So we're going to have four-part harmonies and do some of those songs like Hold Tight and Manhattan Transfer. You know, we're going to do some of, so again, hopefully we're going to try to build a 2-hour show. Not, you know, it will definitely be listening music. We're not even sure where it will work, but we know that it will. And so that's what we have coming up.
We had to create our own venues in other places before, so I'm sure that there will be.
Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. I'm looking at creating off-grid venues.
Yeah.
Like people's, music stores, parking lots,
Oh,
like restaurants, parking lots, like businesses, parking lots, because since the pandemic, everybody, what did they all do? They all got together and started bands. And so now, like, one of my bands is booked for February 5th. So a lot of things are just booked in advance. And so I'm looking to, we have a stage here, off-grid stage here at our house, and it's a big stage. It holds up to like a 6-piece band. And so we're looking, you know, I am on the adventure of looking for off-grid gigs, making your own venues up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because it's different.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Do it yourself music.
exactly.
And I think the what is it? DIY? DIY?
DIY.
No, but what I do know is that I love that idea. And so that's your brother that I see running around in
Yes.
back of you.
Yeah.
Okay, with the beard, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He reminds me of somebody I know, is why I was asking. I was like, ooh, you know him. It's like the brother. I love that idea. So kind of like I was doing a show for next week, and I was playing Doris Day's Perhaps.
Oh,
Yeah.
Such a great song, and I forgot how much meaning a lot of these old 40s songs have.
and we love the harmonies. We
Well-
always loved it, you know, the Andrews Sisters, the Ames brothers,
Yeah, and you know, I said to Monty, I said, I'm just not ready to retire and not do music.
how can
I
you do
wanna-
that?
You know, I said, but you know, we had such a good time when we did this in the late 70s and early, well, pretty much by the 80s, we were doing all original. But we had this show where we did some 50s, you know, and we did some 40s and real novelty songs and strong 3- and 4-part harmony. So, you
Even
know,
a
we're
little
still,
costumes.
yeah, we're still going to do Joann and Monte originals and, you know, mix it up, you know, with the
Sure.
songs.
Oh,
Joann-
I think that's exciting. I think that's,
Joanne does an almost X-rated version of Jolene.
Oh, I don't know if I'll be doing
Come
that.
on, come on.
come on.
If you please come take
It's-
this man.
It's that's one of the cleanest lines. I don't. It depends on the audience and whether or not I could remember it. But you know, when I was a soloist before I met Monty, and my sister took me to see Dolly Parton. She blew me away. She was
Yeah.
amazing.
I was 12 years old when I saw Dolly.
Oh my
Oh.
God. She was just amazing. And I loved her and I loved that song, but the lyrics in 1975, I could not sing those lyrics, you know, where she's begging this woman not to take this guy and you're so beautiful, don't take my man. I couldn't do it.
You can always use
Yeah,
laughter.
and that's what we do. We're working on our sets and what songs to get. And we've got to have at least 2. I do smiley face by songs that'll bring people to laughter. We had a
You have to right now. If I think 2 things are going to heal our world right now, and that's love and laughter,
There you go.
and music, of course. But listen, I have to go get my booster. Yay! And
I'm going to get mine today too. Yeah.
really, what
Yeah.
time are you going?
Probably in a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I got an appointment, but yeah, how exciting. But congratulations. Where is this CD party at?
Thank you
we
for
should talk
asking.
about that.
It's at Monterey Court.
My favorite place.
It's outdoors, it's safe, it's got a wonderful sound system. Eric Schaefer loved the band, offered to give us half of his, he does a third Wednesday every month. And he offered to give us one of the sets to do our concert. And he offered, if they were willing, the other troublemakers. So we asked them if we could hire them to be our backup band, and they graciously said yes.
So we will have a full band, and they're learning the music right now. So
And you are doing this when?
Wednesday, November 17th,
Good job.
So-
6 p.m.
a little over 3 weeks from when we're recording this. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
this will go out. I'm gonna make sure this goes out the week before, so you know, people can hear it, but we will help you advertise in any way you can. We are so proud of you. We here in the community are so glad that you've decided to come to Tucson and make Tucson your place to retire, and to also bless us with your incredible music. And speaking of incredible music, your music, what I know is it makes people happy. And so, before I end a segue out of here, how do people get a hold of you? Please tell me.
joannandmonte.com or joannandmonte@gmail.com.
And spell Joann, because it's quite different.
Right, it's
Joann and then ANDMONTE.
So Joann and Monte. And you can also catch them on Facebook, because you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
correct.
And you guys are just all over the place. And thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. And you guys are always such a joy to interview and to listen to. And the best thing about you guys is that you really, truly, truly do put a smile on our hearts. So thank you so much for being who you are.
As do you, Tyler.
Thank
We love you.
And I love you guys too. And so I'm going to end with, it's called Happy Song. Do you want to say anything about that? Were you just happy?
Yes. Yep. It just happened to hit me one day. I mean, I wrote that, we wrote it, but it was mostly written in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those
I love
things.
that when that happens. I mean, I love that when you're just sitting outside watching the sunset and all of a sudden you come in with, whoa, I got something. It's like, yeah. Okay. So again, this is Tyler Woods. You're listening to KMKR LP 99.9 FM Tucson, and you're listening to the show Music Matters, where I've had the honor and the privilege to work with and interview with Joann and Monte. And we're going to end this set with their song, Happy Song. Please, if you have a chance, call Monterey Court. I'm sure you will need reservations, and I would highly suggest that. And congratulations on your CD and finally releasing it. At least it's going to be released and you don't have to wait till 2025. And again, this is the Happy Song, and I will be right back.
My Sherry, won't you sing along with me? Harmony, take the lead. Oh, please let me hear you sing. Sing all day, sing all night. Know that you will sing it right. There is no wrong. Today we sing a happy song. Today we sing a happy song. Today we sing a happy song. I keep looking for my happy. try to find it every day. Well, if I look in the right places, happy gonna come my way. I can't be looking on the outside, can't find it in any you. Happy bubbles up from inside, it's an inside job for true. Ooh la wee, my chérie, won't you sing along with me? Harmony, take the lead. Oh, please let me hear you sing. Sing all day, sing all night. Know that you will sing it right. There is no wrong. Today we sing a happy song. Today we sing a happy song. Today we sing a happy song. My chérie, won't you sing along with me? Harmony, take the lead. Oh, please let me hear you sing. Sing all day, sing all night. Know that you will sing it right. There is no wrong. Today we sing a happy song. Today we sing a happy song. A happy song. Today we sing it happy.